we've got a Way Lego Bey review. So let's get this thing underway, and let's just cut the nonsense. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Gabriel. Today's video is going to be a review on the review of the last three Lego Beys that I made for this channel, that I'll probably ever do for this channel. And yeah, we got two Beys that are based on Team Persona Beys, and an update to my channel, to a secondary channel Bey. So let's get this started. But before we get started, hey, do you want BX Beys? Or even UX Beys? Or even CX Beys? Well, then go check out sponsor of the channel, Mall of Toys. They're a big help to the channel, and if you guys use code Gabriel's Beys at checkout, you'll save 5% off. Now let's get back to the video. We'll go over the least important Beys first. I've been sitting on time to actually record reviews for these two, so I'm getting around to recording these now for the three-way review. But first, this is Drain Breaker, and this one is Hellcrusher. So let's talk about Drain Breaker first. Drain Breaker is basically, what if Drain Brave was a 4-bladed design and still had a 16 gear bit. This is Excel. It's basically just an Excel bit. It would be 560 Excel, but if I were to try and remake this, it would probably be with the Reaper main blade. Then again, I don't know. I genuinely don't know if I were to make this as an actual X Bey, but this would be a CX Bey. This does kind of take much inspiration from Drain Brave, as well as Cobalt, as the Cobalt lineup, as well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say on this. It's a Bey. It's like a Lego Bey that's meant to be based on the Drain lineup. Fun, very interesting, and yeah. The accents of white actually do come from from other Drans. The white's more specifically meant to mimic Dran daggers, white chip core, the white gear chip, which is also represented in this gear chip here. The white designs are just meant to represent Common X's jacket, and the primarily white color scheme is just meant to represent Common X's outfit. And I don't really have much to say on Drain Breaker, so let's move on to Hellcrusher. Hellcrusher is basically just a rounded Bey with some cutout sections here for good attack power. So I don't really have much else to say on the Bey, but it would go. It's basically meant to be the contact point here is just a slope up, and then a stop right here just to pierce through, slash through here. I would have put a black gear chip here, a black lock chip, because this would also be a CX Bey, but I didn't have a black 2x2 circle plate, so I just had to opt for a gray one, which works better than using a white one. Then we have the ratchet, which it would still be 560, but it would have a hexa-like bit. But it would be a bit, I would call this bit skid. It's basically just, which it would just when it's on its last legs, these sharp parts here would skid off the stadium and then have it speed up. That's more an anime gimmick more than a regular gimmick that could work in practice in real life. But I wanted a gimmicky sounding thing for my Lego Hellcrusher. So now let's move on to the Bey. That's my more interesting one. I don't know. The name's gonna be in the next clip. Elemental Gabriel is basically just Elemental Bolt, but with Gabriel's more color scheme, more Gabriel's color scheme. So what I did for this design, I feel like this is an unintentional reference to Flame Dragonis, which was one of my previous Lego Beys. There's a plane in the background. I don't understand but you probably don't hear it. Anyways, back to the bey. So basically, this is an unintentional reference to Flame Dragonis, but the blades actually do have a significance to the lore of Gabriel, which I don't think I've ever gone into on this channel, since this is about haha very funny spin top. So basically, the lore of Gabriel is that he has this elemental blade that turns red when it's fully powered, and when he wants to actively kill or actively end off enemies. So that's why the blades are red. That's why I ended up picking the red thing here. And honestly, it just looks clean. The red and the blue and the black really combine together well. Since this bey is built upside down, meaning if I were to put them all in the right orientations, this would be upside down and everything else would be upright. I decided to, since I had an extra one of these black designs, I decided to put the black little plate here and put it on the front here, so it would look a lot better. And honestly, it just looks cool, and plus it matches Gabriel's design. Then we move on to this part. Okay, the thing is, this bey, although it looks like it can be taken apart, this is actually a double thick bey. The side profile looks so off when you look at it like this, because the wing just practically disintegrates. But if you look at it from this angle, it looks normal. But yeah, this is Elemental Gabriel. This is a bey that I'll probably take on trips, so I could have like him or have this bey interact with the scenery or stuff like that, or just be in the scenery. So yeah, that's basically everything I had to go over for this 3-way review of my Lego beys, of my final Lego beys for the channel. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Tune in next time. Goodbye, folks.